Okay. Hi, Karan. How are you today?
So very well. What about you?
I'm good. So, how are you feeling right now?
Sir, actually bit excited, not nervous right now.
So you're not nervous. What
Yes.
what what excites you about this?
Actually, to talk with some new people and getting in with an interaction that excites me.
Okay, Karan. Tell me, where are you from?
So I actually belong from Hastinapur, which is a in district of Meerut of Uttar Pradesh.
Interesting. Can you tell me something interesting about Hastinapur? I've heard about it
Uh,
a lot.
yeah, sure. So you must have heard about Mahabharata. So it was, if I talk about its historical perspective, it was the capital of Kauravas. It was the capital of Kauravas at that Mahabharata time. And if I talk about recent developments in time, so in on 7th February 1949, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister, laid the foundation of Hastinapur. So there is a park located over in Hastinapur where this foundation was laid, and this same foundation was laid in Chandigarh at that point of time because both the cities have similar maps at that point of time.
Okay, Karan. So you're a BBA and you're a fresher. What kind of roles are you looking at if you get into an MBA?
Actually, while pursuing my graduation, I was involved in the family business of e-commerce, in which I was involved in operation management and managing the workforce for packaging and dispatching products. So at that point of time, I had certain issues with managing the workforce and some technical issues due to which I am looking for MBA in operations or marketing. I have not finalized it yet, but yes.
Operations or marketing? Okay, so as a student, how did you manage your time between your family business and your study? Did it ever affect you?
Yes, is actually it affected to some extent to my academics score, but I tried to manage it well. So I used to go to my college and then move to office, which is located nearby my college, uh, to work with my brother in his business of e-commerce. So there we used to sell steel dumbbells, gym equipments, footballs, and shoes as well.
Okay, so what all websites are you listed in, or do you work on your own website?
Majorly Flipkart and Amazon.
Okay, can you tell me something about the sales orders? How much are you generating monthly?
Yes. So post COVID, we had generated a decent revenue of around 2 crores in financial year 2021-20, and with a net margin of around 10%. So this was our sales on both combined Flipkart and Amazon.
So this is post-COVID, 2 crores, right?
Oh yeah, post COVID.
And what about during COVID time?
So actually, business was closed for 3 months from March to June. But then, we were not operating. But post COVID, we entered a new domain. Before that, we were dealing in shoes and footwear. But post COVID, our sales went down drastically. And after that, we entered a new domain of steel as people are as we felt that there is a huge gap and there is a demand of people as people were liking to work out in their homes, so there is a demand of steel dumbbells and equipments of gym on e-commerce websites at that point of time. So we realized that demand and entered into a new domain of this industry and had pretty much sales after that.
Okay, Karan. So you closed down the manufacturing of shoes, right?
uh,
What makes you think was the reason for the drop in demand for shoes? Because as far as I know, shoes are nowhere related to whether the world is infected with coronavirus or not. Were you able to identify the reason?
Yes. So actually, it was not the COVID reason which led to the drastically decrease in sales, but it was decreasing down drastically for a year. So we were trying to find out a new domain in which we can work. As we were not manufacturer, we were trying to import from Agra at that point of time. So there were some logistic issues which came on at that point of time, due to which we ended up working in that domain.
Okay. So do you think your foray into steel dumbbells and the industry has been successful so far? And if yes,
Uh,
why? If no, why?
So actually, definition of successful is different for everybody. It is subjective. But if I talk about uh, the uh, the target of us, which we estimated, we have crossed that benchmark and did pretty much sales. Like starting from the scratch in the industry, which is surging at that point of time. Difficulties in dealing with vendors and coming out with a sale of around 2 crores with a decent margin is, I think, quite satisfactory. But yes, we are working upon to increase that sales.
Okay.
And yes, so we are trying to add a few more products like gym machines and air cycles. So we are working on that part.
So you will be importing them or manufacturing?
So we used to import them, as Merit is the sports industry, and we get it easily as we are located in Merit. So we used to import that, and we had a warehouse, and after that we ship to the e-commerce platform.
Karan, can you tell me who are your primary customers? Are they businesses like gyms and workout stations, or are they people working out at home?
So our main customer are people working at home, working at home, work out at home. So we had no tie-ups yet with gym dealers or something sort of that.
Okay, perfectly fine. Just tell me one thing. If you have had fair share of success dealing with people who are working out at home, what makes you think that you'll be able to expand to B2B businesses? Why would they buy from you? And do you even know whether it would be successful or not? Or is it just a shot in the dark?
So actually, we had not planned of it yet. There are reasons for that, as we are currently playing or competing with our competitors on price, which is a dynamic pricing on e-commerce platform, and other is packaging. So currently we are not having any USP, so to say, so that we can differentiate among the gym owners. So currently we are trying to come up with a plan so as to that we can get connect with them as well.
Okay. So you said you were interested in operations and marketing.
Yes.
Yeah. So what really drives you towards marketing? I would want to know.
So sir, when I was involved in the business, I faced a technical challenge which I talked about earlier. So it was like we were not able to manage the visibility of a single listing throughout a year. So there are two reasons for that. Sometimes the product does not sustain. There was not a right timing to enter list that product at that point of time, or the other reason was we were not able to uh, run proper advertisement on that. So there was no proper strategy aligned with that advertisement on that listing. So from there I felt that I need to gain some more formal education in marketing management.
Okay. So that's about the digital marketing part. Do you know about the other side of marketing as well?
Yes, I studied in my bachelor's.
Okay. Can you tell me what all things you liked and what all you did not like?
So basically in marketing I love to read about marketing and try to implement those in businesses. But as far as I'd applied what I can, but I think that I need to brush up more on marketing.
Okay, so how do you think that MBA will help you in your business? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so first of all, I would post MBA. I would like to have a career in big e-commerce giants or big companies, so that as to get exposure of how companies work at that level and what kinds of challenges they are facing. And coming back to question of your ma'am, which is why MBA? Basically, these technicalities which I face challenges in my business, and apart from that, I thought that these shortcomings I can get overcome by peer learning, which I'll get by pursuing MBA. So peer learning is a major factor while pursuing MBA, and apart from that, uh, the experience, the knowledge that I gained so far from doing business, it will enhance and help in that.
Okay, so like what I wanted to ask was that how will your learnings from MBA will take care of your business?
So I'll get to know more about operations management and marketing management, and the case studies which we do in MBA will definitely help me to get exposure well, and the internship which I'll get, and a little bit of industry experience which I'll get, that will definitely help to achieve my targets in business.
Okay,
As I can
Manoj,
advise.
you can continue.
Yes. So by getting that education, if I am not able to, get back into the business of working for some corporates, I'll definitely able to advise my brother doing business. So that will definitely help us to grow.
Fine. So, you're saying that you want to work in corporate after
Yes.
MBA. In that case, who will take care of your family business?
Sir, actually, my brother started it. So he'll be looking afterward it. I supported him at the time of COVID because he required, because we entered the new domain of steel industry and the workload was so high. So
Okay.
after providing training to the staff, I'll definitely able to go for my MBA.
Okay. So right now, according to you, your business is doing fine. But what happens if your family needs you again, but you have your responsibilities in corporate? How will you able to deal with it?
No, actually, there is no plan of coming back as business is doing fine, and it has automated in a sense that those operations are performed by the staff, like packaging and dispatching products. These operations can be performed by the staff if they get well training. So that is the only reason I'm looking forward for career in management or in corporate sector.
Okay. You mentioned about some technical challenges that you faced while working in your business. Can you
Yes.
tell me about that in detail?
Yes. So when we list the product, there were two challenges. There were two reasons of product not doing well or not having good visibility throughout the year. So the first reason was that was not the right time to launch that product. And the second reason was we were not able to strategize our advertisement planning, and we run different advertisement which were not required at that point of time. So this is the reason which we lagged in, and were this was a we cause of some of our listings not performing well. So this was a technical challenge. So usually what happens, we used to list the product, we do certain advertisement on that like CPC and ROI. So after that we get organic sales, but on some listings we were not able to perform well.
Okay. So what was the outcome of the whole thing?
So outcome was that we able to realize that our product doesn't performed well in this scenario. We used to change our strategies, and we try to uh, hit and trial error basically. So we didn't trial our strategy to fix it well for a product.
Okay. Karan, given a choice between marketing and operations, which one would you choose as your major? You
Sir,
have to pick
actually,
one only. There's no option for minor. Tell me now.
all right. So, sir, then I'll try. Then I'll obviously go for operations.
Operation. Why not
Operations.
marketing? Then you have been talking about marketing so far.
Yes, sir. Major in operations, as the e-commerce part is all about operations, and marketing on my minors, or I'll definitely try to get those shortcomings of mine cleared or overcome those shortcomings.
Okay, do you have any dream company for operations?
Yes, ma'am. Amazon or Flipkart. Those are my dream companies to work with.
Okay, and if given a choice between Amazon and Flipkart,
Flipkart.
and
As
why?
so there is a reason for that, as we are a seller on both the platforms, so supplier we can say. So Flipkart is working. I feel that as a seller, Flipkart websites is very user friendly, and they are providing various. They are very consumer friendly, I would say, and user friendly as well. So these are the reason I want to work with them, as I believe that their vision is towards better interaction among consumer, and as well as they are taking care of the retailer as well on their platforms.
Do you know about the work cultures at Amazon or Flipkart?
No, actually, I'm not aware of that currently.
Then you should read up about it.
All right, sir. I'll definitely read about it post interview.
Since you have worked on e-commerce and you want to go to Flipkart, I'll ask you one question. Why Flipkart and Amazon have big billion days falling on the same day?
There is no big billion days on the same day. They every time they used to have a gap of 2 or 3 days in their uh, big sales. So like Amazon have Black Friday and Flipkart have big billion days near Diwali. So there is a different timeline of their sales. So sometimes they collapse as well, so as to capture the customer on peak times of sales.
Are you sure that they do not have overlapping days? Because as far as I know, if both of these websites have a 7 day sale going on, 5 days from those will be overlapping. Do you have a
Uh,
particular, do you have the knowledge of any particular reason why this could be happening?
yes, so there is a reason. So like there is a festival of Diwali. So they used to come up with various offers on different sites so as to acquire
I
customer
know,
more
I
and more
know about
customers.
all the festivals and occasions when they offer discount.
Yes.
Apart from that,
So
they might have
so
sales in August as well. They might have sales 2 weeks before Diwali. So suppose if Diwali falls on 14 November, Amazon will have a sale from 25th to 30th October, and Flipkart will have it on the same week. Flipkart can
yes,
have it 1 week before that as well and 1 week later as well, but they still choose to pick the same day. Why?
because they are the both major competitors of e-commerce platform. They both want to acquire the whole market. So if they are not so usually what happens, if one is planning for a sale period of a week, the other will come up with the same and with better products and offers so that they doesn't lose their customers.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. So can you tell me something about you that you would like us to know that hasn't been covered yet?
Yes, in my leisure time and my hobbies, as far as my hobbies are concerned, I love to play cricket with my friends in my leisure time. And I had played for a town team, which is Sustainable Cricket Club, but not yet. I'm not yet a part of that team.
Oh, so like once you get into MBA, it's going to be very hectic for you. How will you manage?
So actually, it was a starting from my graduation. I used to manage my academics and then business as well. So I love that part of it, like doing various things at a time and giving equal time to your. So when I was in school, I was involved in academics, co-curricular and extracurricular. Extracurricular. So that is the only reason when I'll come to MBA and I'll having different tasks at hand. I would love to go through that phase of life.
Okay. Did you watch today's match?
Yes, I watched. There were two matches of today. First is of Delhi Capitals versus Mumbai Indians, and second is currently going on with of Punjab Kings and Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Okay. So who won the first match today?
Delhi Capitals, they chase a target of 170.
That's fine. Did you watch the match?
Yeah. Yes, I watched the match.
Okay. Give me one reason that was the vital point in the victory.
Vital point in the victory of Delhi Capitals.
Hmm.
So they were not winning up to 12 hours of their run chase, but then Akshar Patel and Lalit Yadav, Akshar Patel came up and changed the whole game dramatically with his innings of 38 runs. So that is a vital point in their victory.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So do you think you'll be able to continue playing cricket when you join MBA?
So I am not having idea about what the institute, if they have an committee of sports in cricket particularly. I know that there are
Let me
games of
tell you,
basket.
whatever college you join, there will be a sports committee and there will be a cricket team.
So I'll definitely participate in that because I love to play that cricket.
And what if it hampers your academics?
Yeah,
No, I'll
suppose
try.
it's a Sunday, you have a cricket match against MDI,
All right.
right? And you have two assignments that you need to submit by the end of the day. What will you choose?
So I'll do both actually. So cricket, I as a part of extracurricular also, I'll definitely go for cricket, and post that I would come and complete my assignments. If I need to work late night, I'll definitely do that, so
But
that
how
it
will
doesn't
you
hamper my.
how will you work late night if the deadline is 11 p.m. and the match takes around 20 overs? Cricket match takes around 4.5 hours.
Yes,
Suppose
so if
you know that you'll not be able to finish everything in that same day, and you cannot go back in time. So don't tell me that I have finished it before. How will you manage the situation?
then I'll definitely have to quit for the match, and definitely if I can help them with some other player, I'll definitely do that and complete my assignments and at that point of time.
I'm done. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions for us?
No, ma'am, thank you.
All right, then we'll
All right.
stop with the interview and we'll start with the feedback. सही है सब? कहीं कहीं पे किसी किसी आंसर में टू मच इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हो, जैसे हस्तिनापुर के बारे में पूछा, महाभारत तक इट्स फाइन, उसके आगे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। ठीक है,
ठीक है भैया,
क्योंकि
ठीक है।
महाभारत मेंशन करने के बाद वो एक फाउंडेशन वाला पार्ट दैट seems insignificant.
Interest, like the panelists, they might lose their interest.
ठीक है,
तो
उसको वर्कआउट कर लो। बाकी सब सही था। एक जगह तुमसे पूछा था जो टेक्निकल चैलेंज, तो वहां पे यू हैव टू फर्स्ट डिस्क्राइब द सिचुएशन, देन योर एनालिसिस या जो भी टास्क एट हैंड था, देन तुमने क्या एक्शन लिया और क्या आउटकम था। यू स्टार्टेड विद कि तुमने एनालिसिस ऑलरेडी कर लिया, ठीक है। यू स्टार्टेड डाउन लिस्टिंग कि ये हो रहा था बिकॉज ऐसे, ये हो रहा था बिकॉज ऐसे। उसके पहले यू हैव टू डिस्क्राइब द सिचुएशन, ठीक है। और आउटकम मुझे पूछना पड़ा, यू हैव टू एंड विद इट ऑन अ हाई नोट।
हाँ,
और
ठीक है, तो
हाँ,
उसको मैं कैसे ओवरकम कर सकता था कि पहले मैं सिचुएशन बताता कि वी यूज्ड टू लिस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स एंड
देयर इज अ फ्रेमवर्क अबाउट दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन, स्टार फ्रेमवर्क, सर्च कर लो, बहुत आराम से मिल जाएगा, ठीक है।
You would know, right? I think.
हाँ सर, तो मैंने
हाँ,
नोट्स पे सार डाल लिया आपका सिचुएशन
हाँ।
टास्क को पढ़ के मैंने, तो
ठीक है। देन बाकी सब क्वेश्चंस आई थिंक सही था जो भी मैंने पूछे। लास्ट में जो तुमसे पूछा कि मैच है और 2 असाइनमेंट करने हैं, ठीक है,
हाँ जी,
उसका आंसर मेरे अकॉर्डिंग ये बनता है कि असाइनमेंट जरूरी नहीं है कि इंडिविजुअल हो, ग्रुप्स में भी होते हैं, ठीक है। यू कैन डेलीगेट समवन टू कवर अप फॉर यू दिस टाइम, यू विल मेक श्योर दैट you cover up for that person in the future.
Or like agar if it is an individual assignment, I would have answered it कि दोनों की deadlines के बारे में पहले ही पता चल जाता है। It's not कि आज बताया कि you have an assignment and you have your match today, ठीक है। So since you know that both the things are very important for you, so you will first do your assignment, then you have some time for you to practice, and then you'll go for your match also. So you don't even have to worry for the end of the day submission.
ठीक है। और अगर इस आंसर पे इंटरव्यूअर सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है, ठीक है, then you strictly say कि I will skip the match for this week. No matter how much you love to play, you are here to do an MBA. That's it.
बिल्कुल। तो वही मेरे को लास्ट में ये था कि हाँ जी,
नहीं, कंटिन्यू।
नहीं मैं भैया के क्वेश्चन पे वही कह रहा था कि मुझे लास्ट में ये लगा कि यार एमबीए के लिए आ रहे हैं और एकेडमिक्स कैसे स्किप कर सकते हैं, तो मैच को स्किप करना सही रहेगा।
ओके, एंड जो बिग बिलियन सेल वाला था उसमें,
हाँ जी,
डू यू अंडरस्टैंड द वर्ड गैस?
नहीं।
ओके, सो उसमें मतलब कि हाँ तो उसमें मतलब कट टू कट भी आंसर हो सकता है, बट उसे काफी घुमा फिरा के, लाइक व्हाट ही वाज आस्किंग यू वर रिपीटिंग द सेम थिंग बट जस्ट इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ अ स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है। सो लाइक बी बिट मोर स्पेसिफिक अबाउट इट, मे बी सिंस यू हैव ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट ई-कॉमर्स यू वुड लाइक टू डू दैट, तो उसमें पढ़ लेना। एंड अनदर थिंग दैट व्हाई फ्लिपकार्ट, तो फ्लिपकार्ट की वेबसाइट पे जाके उनका विजन एंड वो लिखा होता है, ऑब्जेक्टिव, एम्स एंड विजन, ठीक है। जस्ट गो थ्रू इट वंस।
दोनों कंपनी के एम्स हैं, विजन्स हैं, देखो, कंपेयर करो, जो बेटर लगे वो आंसर बनाओ।
हाँ, एंड उसी के ऊपर ही आंसर बनाना।
तो जैसे ये रीजन था फ्लिपकार्ट का कि यूजर फ्रेंडली और कंज्यूमर फ्रेंडली है, तो ये सही नहीं रहेगा या इसको विजन और मिशन से अलाइन करें?
यार ये चीज तुम किसी भी कंपनी के लिए बोल सकते हो।
या मिंत्रा ले लो, वो भी तो यूजर फ्रेंडली है।
उसने अपना लोगो बदल दिया, वो यूजर फ्रेंडली है तभी तो।
हाँ,
तो एक थोड़ा डीप में जाओ, अगर तुम इन 2 कंपनीज का नाम ले रहे हो तो यू शुड नो। अमेजोन की तुम सर्च करोगे विजन, अमेजोन की कुछ 14, 15, 16 वैल्यूज हैं, सर्च करो, रीड अबाउट इट, याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ऊपर ऊपर से पता होना चाहिए। सिमिलरली फ्लिपकार्ट के लिए कुछ मिल जाएगा, फाइंड द डिफरेंशिएटिंग पॉइंट, वरना फ्लिपकार्ट अमेजोन में कोई खास फर्क नहीं है।
हाँ।
ठीक है। एंड
और
जो कंपटीशन वाली बात थी कि सेम डे पे क्यों होता है, सर्च अबाउट इट बहुत आराम से मिल जाएगा। मोस्ट प्रोबेबली कुछ नैश इक्विलिब्रियम करके कंसेप्ट होगा, वो देख लेना।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
मेरा हो गया। ठीक है, बाकी यू आर वेल प्रिपेयर्ड,
ठीक है।
तो
तो
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए।
हाँ जी, मतलब ऐसा है ना कि बिजनेस के एस्पेक्ट पे कोई इशू तो नहीं आ रहा, जैसे आप लोगों ने तो मेरे से पूछा ही है सारा, तो कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं लग रहा कि मैं लैग कर रहा हूँ या
नहीं, आई थिंक यू
फेंक रहा
वेल
हूँ
गोज
ऐसा
विद
कुछ।
व्हाटएवर यू हैव डन
वो सब ओके।
एंड हाँ, इवन विद द बिजनेस एंड उसमें।
ठीक है।
बाकी स्पेशलाइजेशन का आपने पूछा मार्केटिंग और ऑपरेशंस में, तो उसका आंसर सही था या उसको भी हम लोग?
So like see, I'll tell you, the moment you started, so you said marketing and operations, ठीक है? तो बहुत टाइम से मेरे को ये लगा you will be doing your majors in marketing. These are very small things, ठीक है? And अगर कोई वहाँ पे HR या फिर behavioral organization वाला कोई बंदा बैठा हो तो वो चीज ये पकड़ लेगा, ठीक है?
अच्छा।
हाँ, तो like these are very 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 minute things.
ये मतलब काफी वेरिएबल है, इसको तुम कंट्रोल कर नहीं सकते।
हाँ, but हाँ ठीक है, ओके।
तो मतलब उसमें मैं पहले ऑपरेशंस का ही बता दूं या फिर कैसे करूं? क्योंकि अभी तक मेरा ऑपरेशंस तो डिसाइडेड है, बट मैं ये बात कहना नहीं चाहता इंटरव्यू में कि मैं अभी किसी एक फील्ड पे जा रहा हूँ।
So अगर till the time they do not emphasize on this कि नहीं बताओ बताओ बताओ, तब तक you can keep it general also कि अपने इसी में ही अपने ये बिजनेस वाले में ही you can just throw some highlight कि हाँ that you have been indulged in operations and वहाँ पे तुम्हारा थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट डेवलप हुआ। अभी तक you are not specifying that तुम्हारा ऑपरेशन भी है या मार्केटिंग भी है, बट हाँ they might get some क्यू कि हाँ ठीक है शायद से उसको ऑपरेशन में इंटरेस्ट हो, तो उसके फॉलो अप पे पूछ सकते हैं वो लोग।
ठीक है। और जैसे मैं आया था कि मेरे को बिजनेस कोऑपरेट में करना है पोस्ट एमबीए, तो वो सही था या?
क्या
पोस्ट एमबीए वर्किंग
पोस्ट एमबीए की मैं
हाँ हाँ
वर्किंग कोऑपरेट बिजनेस ऐसे अलग करूंगा, भाई को एडवाइस वगैरह कर दूंगा, तो वो चीज सही थी या
आई थिंक
वो
लाइक
awkward था?
अकॉर्डिंग टू मी इट्स फाइन।
कन्विंसिंग था ना?
हाँ हाँ ठीक है यार, पोस्ट एमबीए गोल्स तुम्हें है, क्लैरिटी तो सही है।
ठीक है। बाकी भैया टू मच इन्फॉर्मेशन हर क्वेश्चन में हो रहा था कि मैं ओवर एम्फेसाइज कर रहा था चीजों को
हस्तिनापुर
लेके?
में तो हुआ था, आई थिंक दैट वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ योर टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ, तभी क्या तभी उस पे इतना स्ट्रेस दिया।
नहीं 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 नहीं, हसनवर में
अच्छा,
टेल मी अबाउट
अबाउट
योरसेल्फ।
प्लेस वाले में कि
हाँ हाँ
हाँ
हाँ,
जब
उसको
हसनवर
महाभारत
का।
तक रखो बस,
ठीक है, उसको
बाकी
महाभारत
क्वेश्चन
तक
में
रखूंगा
ठीक था।
क्योंकि ठीक है, क्योंकि हमारा इंट्रो नहीं हुआ था ना, आपने मेरे से स्टार्टिंग से ही अलग टेंजेंट पे चला था हमारा
ये
बेसिकली।
मत
तो
सोचना कि सबसे पहले यही क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ। ओके, हो सकता है कि बिकॉज ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि कोई पूछ ले कि हाउ आर यू डूइंग लाइक द वे ही आस्क्ड यू एंड ऑल ऑफ अ सडन
हाँ,
यू गो ब्लैंक कि ओह आई डिड नॉट प्रिपेयर फॉर दिस, आई वाज प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ।
तो यही हुआ। तो हो क्या रहा था कि आपने जैसे मेरे से पूछा कि वो चीज कि हाउ यू आर डूइंग और वो सब, तो मेरे को ये था यार टेल मी
हाँ
अबाउट
तो
योरसेल्फ
तुम
में
यही
इतना
सोच
सारा
रहे थे कि
कंटेंट
ये
लिखा
टेल
था
मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ पे
मुझे।
कब आएंगे और मैं अपना आंसर फेंकूंगा।
हाँ, और ऐसा मेरे साथ एमडीआई में हो गया था, तो उन्होंने मेरे से पूछा टेल मी समथिंग दैट यू हैव नॉट मेंशन इन योर रिज्यूमे। तो फिर तो मैं बिजनेस पे आ गया था क्योंकि मैंने रिज्यूमे में बिजनेस नहीं डाला था। तो अभी भी मैंने यही खेला कि जब दीदी ने पूछा कि क्या करते हो, तो मैं बिजनेस को बीच में ले आया, क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूँ कि उस पर बात हो, तभी तो अगर रहेगा
हाँ
मेरा
ठीक है।
एकेडमिक्स पे जाएगा।
हाँ वो एक
है ना?
पार्ट था जहाँ तुमने स्टार्टिंग में टू मच इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दी, तो हमारी तरफ से क्वेश्चंस आए एंड दैट इज व्हाट यू वांट टू डू।
तो वो तो मैंने सही करा ना, जैसे क्योंकि मुझे बिजनेस को इंट्रोड्यूस करना था, अदरवाइज वो इंटरव्यू अलग एक
सही है
टेंजेंट
सही
पे
है
जाता।
सही है, अगर इस बारे में ना भी बात हो तो कहीं ना कहीं से उसको इंक्लूड करने की कोशिश करना, बट
हाँ,
अगेन
क्योंकि
फोर्सफुली मत करना, हल्का सा एक सटल सा छोड़ देना।
ठीक है, लास्ट में छोड़ दूं तो उस पे फॉलो अप आएगा ही आएगा, वो अधिकतर आ जाता है।
हम्म।
क्योंकि यही था यार कि मैं टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ पढ़ के आ रहा हूँ, ये लोग पूछ ही नहीं रहे।
वो हमसे आज तक आई थिंक मेरे जितने भी मॉक्स हुए हैं 90% में पूछा गया है, बट इन रियल लाइफ रियल इंटरव्यूज में या फिर इंटर्नशिप के इंटरव्यूज में मेरे से शायद किसी ने एक दो बार ही पूछा होगा, मैंने बहुत इंटरव्यू किए।
तो
तो
आप लोग अभी फर्स्ट ईयर में हो?
फर्स्ट ईयर हो गया
ऑलमोस्ट
हमारा
खत्म हो
ऑलमोस्ट।
गया।
कहाँ पे?
एक्सेलर है।
अरे एक्सेल रहा है, बढ़िया बढ़िया।
ठीक है, तो और कुछ है?
नहीं
We are done with the feedback. I'll stop the recording now. Just hang around.